Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Unsere Sendungen bieten viele Sprachen. Gehen Sie auf suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Art in a Pandemic, Part 1 of 2. Continue watching to find out more.
Harmonious viewers, Amsaami, the optimistic people of the state of Libya, would like to say Assalamu alaikum, which means peace be upon you in Arabic, the official language of the country. Welcome to our show, Art in a Pandemic, Part 1 of 2. The COVID-19 pandemic has changed our lives in so many ways, from how we travel, shop, and work to how we interact with one another. We must adapt to these drastic changes and reflect on our present actions to create a better tomorrow. In today's program, we would like to share with you some inspiring and stunning visual pieces created by artists around the world in response to the pandemic. Some artists expressed the solitude of quarantine, others inspired hope and celebrated the heightened sense of community. Whether it is through painting, sculpture, or photography, people found creative ways to build resilience and encourage conversation amidst these uncertain times. As governments enforce strict protocols on sanitization, self-isolation, and social distancing, life has become much more complicated. One must wear a mask, keep away from others, wash hands frequently, and work cautiously to keep everyone safe. Aspects of this altered reality is expressed through art. Mumbai-based artist Dhruvi Acharya created a series of pieces that depict her thoughts and worries related to COVID-19. Her watercolor paintings portray a socially distant and masked human existence, the courage of healthcare workers, and the travails of migrant laborers. In an interview with Quartz, a news platform in India, she comments on how she believes the pandemic will change the way humans live, think, and view the world. Dhruvi Acharya says, "I hope we all understand we need to prioritize health, family, the lives of other creatures, nature, science, and education above weapons, war, religious fanaticism, mindless development, and production. And I hope we will pay heed to scientists' warnings about the climate change that will affect all of humanity and learn to value our Earth, or else we will keep suffering in a constant cycle of disasters and diseases." Dhruvi Acharya's message, calling for change, is a common theme shared by other artists. In Corona Rises, an art piece submitted to the Washington Post, cartoonist Thomas Serrano from Kentucky, United States, used pencil, ink, and digital rendering to transform the sun into a virus invading a metropolis. While these pieces tell a sad narrative, some artists lighten the situation with humor. The England-based street artist and political activist Banksy shared an image on Instagram of a bathroom decorated with his signature rat stencils. The rats seemed to be causing all sorts of mayhem. The caption which accompanied the photo read, "My wife hates it when I work from home." The Washington Post highlighted an illustration called L'eau de Bleach by Bambi Ramsey from California, United States, who depicted herself using a Clorox perfume. Her husband is an essential worker, and she was teased by her family for constantly smelling like bleach after sanitizing her clothes. In addition to creating pieces that reflect daily living, artists also pay tribute to healthcare workers. Coronavirus-themed street art has emerged across the globe, covering walls, roads, and buildings. Graffiti artists use their talents to support and encourage essential workers and remind communities of the urgency to follow strict COVID-19 procedures. Ali Reza Pakdel is an Iranian cartoonist who has created a collection of heartbreaking illustrations that show the heroic work of frontline medical staff. He uses strong visual analogies to depict the courageous self-sacrifice of essential doctors and nurses battling COVID-19 on a daily basis. His collection has been internationally recognized and shared on numerous social media platforms. Another interesting art series that pays homage to healthcare workers is Butterfly Rainbow and Butterfly Heart by Damien Hirst. This famous UK artist created limited edition prints using colorful bands of photographed butterfly wings. His prints helped fund the National Health Services staff and raise money for the Felix Project, a charity that delivers food to people across London. The rainbow has become a trending symbol of hope and solidarity. In China, artist Xu Yong created a series of paintings that are currently on exhibition at the Hunan Provincial Museum. The exhibition, titled Tribute to Heroes, seeks to honor the medical staff and ordinary people who contribute to the fight against the coronavirus. Among the 150 water ink and oil paintings, he included popular Chinese cultural icons such as the Great Wall and Yellow Crane Tower, as well as a mini-series called Breathing Together, which features artworks by famous artists such as Vincent van Gogh and Jackson Pollock inside a pair of human lungs. Xu Yong says, "Each of these paintings is a tribute to the medic personnel who are fighting on the front lines against the virus, saving thousands. Eventually, I will donate these paintings to these heroes." The pandemic has also created an opportunity for people to slow down and appreciate the simple things in life. With businesses closed and restrictions on social gatherings, people are marveling at the beauty of nature from within their homes. Many have taken up new hobbies like baking, planting, and of course, creating artworks to express their feelings. Gary Taxali, a Canadian artist, illustrated a man peeking out from a house. He misses being able to interact with the outside world. The myriad of little things on the outside serve as much-needed creative catalysts for my art. A funny and bizarre overheard conversation, an oddly beautiful hand-painted sign on a building, a rebellious flower busting through the pavement. The list of inspiration is endless, he says. Olivier Keck from Cape Town, South Africa, portrayed a woman with binoculars looking out the window. The collage, A Quiet Place, by Sylvia Georgieva Selvida of London, UK, also depicts a woman peeking out a window, her connection to nature and the world outside. Many people have taken up photography during quarantine, submitting their works to online platforms for people to enjoy. Landry Dunnan from Maryland, United States, took a long exposure landscape photo of Sligo Creek. He said, "It is something of a magical place. I go there every day to run, walk, or take photos and look at the nature changing constantly. 10-year-old Jack E. Collins from Massachusetts, United States, submitted photographs he took at several park reserves with his family. When it comes to lessons learned during the pandemic, there have been reflections on urgent issues such as climate change and the depletion of resources. French designer Nicolas Abdelkader created a photoshopped series of pictures called The Urgency to Slow Down, envisioning a future where nature merges with civilization. He created this green future by adding trees and shrubs on top of planes, cars, tanks, and even a space rocket, reimagining symbols of energy consumption into something more beneficial for the environment. Mr. Abdelkader said, "I would like people to be able to question their current place in the world, their relationship to nature, and the impact of their decisions, especially on consumption, on biodiversity in its entirety. Yes, planet Earth is sick. Yes, it's scary. But to heal it and heal us too, I believe that more than ever, we need joyful perspectives and positive messages to help us be collectively creative." Although the pandemic has caused much anxiety and stress, it has also revealed the resilience and collaborative spirit of humans. Jennifer M. Potter from San Francisco, United States, made a beautiful illustration entitled Social Distancing in the Mission, highlighting the sense of community in her neighborhood. Distancing Bench is another interesting art piece. Kimberly A. Kelzer placed a 6-foot bench at the end of her driveway to encourage passers-by to sit and chat from afar. Singaporean art director and illustrator Ellen Bonata depicted the numerous ways people are collaborating to help one another. She feels we are more connected now than ever. There are volunteer groups hosting health checkups, community-led food donation drives, businesses producing masks, teachers streaming their classes online so students at home can retain a sense of normalcy. Ellen commented, "This difficult time shines light on the good in people. At the end of the day, we are all small pieces of a puzzle set, trying our best to paint the big picture." Expressing their hopes for humanity, artists incorporate symbols of peace and vitality into their works. Peaceful Lord Buddha was painted by Gladsona Somalal of California, USA, hoping that the world will soon be filled with peace and well-being. She recalled that painting the work was calming and she felt serenity flow from Lord Buddha. Zuania Muniz Melendez from Puerto Rico made a beautiful sculpture called Resurge, using flowers, wire, glue, cardboard, a plastic bowl, and salt. As a survivor of Hurricane Maria, she has experienced hardship and believes in the perseverance of people. Like a new flower capable of growing out of salt, Zuania believes we emerge with more strength and are ready to face the new challenges that lie ahead. The artworks we explored today speak about different aspects of the COVID-19 pandemic. In an unprecedented time of change, people channel their creative energies into artistic creations to share stories and express themselves. From raising awareness to urgent global issues to thanking heroic essential workers, there is a collective sense of unity, hope in the strength of humanity, belief that a bright future awaits us. We thank all the artists for sharing their work to kindle life and inspire thought. We wish art continues to promote positive change, creating lasting peace on Earth. Elevated viewers, we hope you've enjoyed our program today, Art in a Pandemic, Part 1 of 2. Please return next Thursday, December 10th, for Part 2. Up next is A Vegan Visionary, The Life of His Excellency Laurent Lamotte, Vegan, Part 1 of 3, right after Noteworthy News. May the loving light of heaven forever shine on all beings on earth.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/AJAR.